So the next topic is financial market. Any doubt regarding previous discussion? Any doubt? You can ask. Please do not carry any doubt to your home, because this is an important topic. We just completed. You can flip down the pages. I'll give you 5 minutes. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Any other? Yes, any other? That's it. Obviously, yes. Because you will divert the resources according to your will. The requirement is analyzing, or what we can say, announcing new projects. So if you announce new projects, it will take some money, funds. So yeah, it means if you have limited resources, obviously you are diverting resources from some particular fruitful sector to that new sector. Like examples are right to education in 2009, then again National Food Security Act in 2013. Getting my point? So you have to divert some kind of resources. NFSA requires huge amount of funds. 66% of the population, 2/3 of the population. We are providing cheap food grains to 66% of the population. Obviously, it takes huge funds. So obviously, if you have limited funds, it means you are diverting from somewhere. So these recapitalization package, obviously, in reviving twin balance sheet problem. Otherwise, the private, the incentives, or what we can say, the sentiments of the private investors has been declining. And because you know that India is a consumption-based economy. We discussed in the last trip that India is a consumption-based economy. And if you will not have a good health of your banking sector, obviously it will create some kind of problem. Because for consumption, you need money. And if you need money, it means for purchasing of white goods, for purchasing of other capital goods, you require loans. If banks are not in a good health, obviously your economy is in trouble. This recapitalization package doesn't bother the common people, normal public. But if you announce like schemes like full package of from budgetary support, obviously it will create a havoc. Yes. Simple liquidation, default, and bankruptcy. These are the three terms. Liquidation means whenever you are selling out your shares. Suppose there's one bank, Bank A. Default means when bank is not able to repay the depositor's money. It means bank defaulted on depositor's money. Simple default. An individual is not able to repay the loan to the bank, then individual considered as a default. So willful defaulter, the term come out as this. Liquidation means whenever you are liquidating your shares. You remember the tier 2 capital. Tier 2 capital. So whenever you will exhausted all the options, and then you are turning out on the tier 2 capital. Tier 2 capital is selling out assets. So liquidation of your company, selling out all the shares, giving all the equity, paying back to your shareholders. So jitne owner hai, you are paid back. Now third one is your bankruptcy. When you are unable to pay your shareholders, then you will declare that this company is not capable enough to repay even to its preferential shareholders. Now there are two types of shareholders. Number one, you understand normal shareholders for GS purpose. Preferential shareholders means whenever company is liquidating. Liquidating means company is shutting down the business. Company will pay first to its preferential shareholders. How many of you from commerce background? No one. Okay. Preferential shareholders, suppose I am holding a company. These three people sitting on that side of the passage is my preferential shareholders. See, if I am liquidating and I am having around 10 crores, so first I'll pay to these 3%. Getting my point? Because they are referred as preferential. So I should have give preference to these shareholders. Then if the amount remains, then I'll pay all of you. This is the process of liquidation. Bankruptcy, when I declare that I don't have any capacity to repay your amount. Any doubt regarding these three?
Liquidity means selling of assets and repay what you have a certain amount.
Liquidity of money, you understand? Liquidity of money means converting your asset into cash. So the most liquid form of asset is cash. Then you have your saving bank account. It means your debit card. You can go to ATM and withdraw money. Then third one, we can say check. Then fixed deposit. Then comes your wealth, means house, car, etc. This is the order of liquidation of a particular assets. So cash, your debit card, your saving bank, your fixed deposit, like this. So liquidation means it is very easy to convert your asset into cash. So in terms of bank, if I am running a company, liquidation means after selling everything, I am able to pay the particular individuals. जो भी demand कर रहे. This was your doubt? Any other? Winding up. Winding up means closing of the business. Simple. Winding up the class. Simple term. Not very important. Still you have doubt? No? Corporate bond market. Corporate bond market is simple. If corporates are borrowing from open market, selling their bond into the market. Bond are simple, a debt instrument. We'll discuss this under this topic. But आपने पूछा है तो I'll explain. Corporate bond market, when bonds are issued on the behalf of corporates. It means corporate will issue bond, suppose a piece of paper, 100 rupees, a bond. If suppose I am a company owner, I am selling bond to all of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 जितना भी है सबको भेज दिया. I will earn some money, obviously 100 rupees each. Suppose I am selling this to 10%. So I'll earn 1000 rupees. So it will raise my capital. But there is an obligation because there must be some maturity time. That after 1 year, I have to repay this 100 rupees to all these 10% at a fixed interest rate, suppose for example 5%. Getting my point? So this is one of the source of borrowing. If you are taking 1000 rupees loan from bank, obviously you have to pay interest on the same thing. You are also paying interest. But if you have vibrant corporate market, means strong, vibrant, robust, then there is an obligation to repay to the individuals. But if you are taking loan from bank, obviously you are creating shortage, obviously, of what? Loanable funds that is available to other players also. So it will raise the interest rate, and then there is also a threat of that asset turn out to be non-performing. But whenever there is a bond, it is a compulsion to repay the bond holders after 1 year or timely interest payment. But whenever you will find that companies are not paying back to the banks, then banks can restructure but individuals cannot. So they will. This is written in this is legal document. ठीक है. I predicted your question. समझ में आ गया था मुझे. You're about to ask. ठीक है. It's all about security, ना? Who provides security?
Is there what happens
We cannot discuss. We are on record. Financial market. We'll discuss after the class. There are two types of market. Yes, anyone? Simple. Money market and capital market. Money market belongs to short-term borrowing and capital market belongs to long-term borrowing. Short-term borrowing in finance, I told you earlier, what's the time period for short-term borrowing? 1 year or less than 1 year. So whenever you are borrowing for less than 1 year, you write below this. If you are borrowing for 1 year or more, then you have to approach capital market. Who's the regulator of money market? Yes, please. Not SBI, SEBI. There's E between. SEBI is the regulator. SEBI established in which year? You should know the year. Why I'm putting stress on these facts? Because they can ask about chronology. So if you are able to answer chronology, you should remember the years. Okay, please make one A4 size page of particular organization, RBI, SEBI, NABARD, etc. Please do this exercise before Saturday, because I'll be leaving on Saturday. घर जाके करना जितने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, ठीक है? I'll tell you the name, ठीक है? Remind me at the end of the class. I'll tell you all the names. Then you have to do. But do not copy the information from Wikipedia. Just go to the official website of that particular, and just on the side of home button, you have about us. So about us, about RBI, about us, about NABARD, about SEBI. You will find everything in that about us page. Then you copy that information. Obviously, Wikipedia also copies about from that about us. But in Wikipedia, anyone can change. That's why when you have the source information, you should collect from that. Okay, these are the regulators. Now we'll discuss the instruments. So we'll write one line definition of money market and capital market.
Section
1988 is the establishment year, and 1992 when SEBI got statutory status with the enactment of SEBI Act 1992. So in 1988 it was just a regulatory body, simple body, not backed by any legislation. But what happened after reforms? There was one famous scam, if you remember, Harshad Mehta. So after that, there was a requirement of a tough regulator. So SEBI Act was passed in the year 1992, and then after that, in 1992, SEBI becomes a statutory body. Statutory body, you understand? है ना, आप लोग समझते हो? Economics के student को पढ़ाता है जब समझाना पड़ता है उनको. But you understand polity, so it's very easy. What's the meaning of statute? Statute means a law book. So statutory body means a body that is mentioned in that particular statute. So we write money market is the market belongs to the money market is the market belongs to the trading of short-term funds. The trading of short-term funds, which is generally less than a year, Full stop. The regulator of money market is Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India. Full stop. What's the establishment year of RBI? 1935. The act was 1934. ठीक है. Headquarter is in Mumbai. Next paragraph, you write. Capital market is the market of trading funds for a long-term period. Trading funds for the long-term period. Trading funds for the long-term period. That is more than a year. First stop. The regulator of capital market is SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. Securities and Exchange Board of India. Whenever you write organization, you write like this SEBI, EST 1992, headquarter Mumbai. Or you write 1988, established in the year 1988, got the statutory status in 1992. तो जब भी कोई organization मिले, write like this. So whenever you are revising your notes, it is very easy to remember. This is how I read and remember. So I'm just transferring my technology to you. क्या मिटा दिया? देख. Established 1988, HQ at Mumbai. चला है, ठीक है. Any doubt regarding this? Very simple. So first write the heading of money market. We have discussed a lot about money market. It means all the banking sector belongs to money market. So we'll discuss in brief about some of the instruments in the money market, because we left that discussion of instruments at that time because we were discussing only Reserve Bank of India. These instruments belongs to the trading between commercial banks. Getting my point? So first one is your call market. Very, very important. Very, very important. Call money market, just understand. Call money market are simple. Whenever a bank requires some kind of funds just to maintain temporary mismatch in CRR or SLR, just to maintain or just to fulfill the bridge of mismatch between deposits and loans, whenever you have extra funds, you can lend in the call market. So call markets are simple. There are three types of market: call, notice and term. So call is for 24 hours. It means for 1 day. From 2 to 14 days, and 14 days plus is your term market. Generally first two are popular because you have other options when you go beyond 14 days, like repo market. So remember the discussion, term repo. So 14-day repo rate. See, 24 hours. So on call, it means suppose SBI requires some kind of fund, then it will make call to Bank of Baroda and borrow funds for 24 hours. Then on the next morning, with interest rate, they will return the same amount of money. Any doubt regarding this? This interest rate is known as interbank offer rate. Have you ever heard about this? Interbank offer rate. There are two types of First one is our Mumbai interbank offer rate, because Mumbai is the financial capital. And second one is LIBOR, that is London interbank offer rate. So this is the rate for Indian banks. It means if the banks are trading internally, then the rate is decided on the basis of this MIBOR. And if you are trading internationally, it means State Bank of India borrowing by using call money from, suppose, from any Standard Chartered Bank. So you will have to follow London interbank offer rate. So these are the two bodies that decide is benchmark interest rate, that is interbank offer rate for India, and this is for rest of the world. Any doubt regarding this? Because call market is the very important market. Whenever you see there is a high interest rate in call market, this is the first signal that there may be a crisis because of the shortage of fund with the peer group. Suppose the interbank offer rate is 7% today. These are hypothetical figures. Now from tomorrow onwards, it will increase to 8%. Obviously, this means borrowing from the call market is dearer. So this is the first signal that no one is having extra money to lend. That is why whenever there is shortage of supply, prices will go up. Simple demand and supply. So here shrinking of funds will lead to increase in the cost of borrowing, that is interest rate. समझ में आ रहा है? So this is the first signal. Whenever RBI see the data of call market, RBI predicted the crisis, or whatever we can say, financial shortage. Any doubt regarding all this? So right. Call market is helpful in raising money on a short term basis, such as now write like 1, 2, 3. Call, notice and term. So first is call for 1 day, it means for 24 hours. Second one is your notice, by giving a notice of 2 to 14 days, you are borrowing money. Then for term, 14 day plus, but less than 1 year, because we are dealing with money market. So obviously you cannot go beyond 1 year. It means from 14 days to 365 days. अगर आपको doubt है तो you can write like this, from 14 days to 365 days. Here 14 day plus doesn't mean that we can borrow for 5 years. No. If you want long term funds, you should approach to capital market. Next paragraph. The interest rate of call market is known as interbank offer rate, Full stop. There are two types of offer rate. First one you write MIBOR, Mumbai interbank offer rate. For domestic banks of India, and London interbank offer rate and London interbank offer rate for the banks of rest of the world. Full stop. Call market, next line. Call market is a very sensitive market. Call market is a very sensitive market, and it gives first signal, of any upcoming crisis, in the banking sector. Any upcoming crisis in the banking sector. First off, any doubt? समझ में आया? Call market is also a very easy option to borrow.